Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel today. I got another part for the ZX7 track bike, and what you're looking at are some brand new rear sets. These are Danmoto Rearsets, and they seem really nice. I was pleasantly surprised with the quality. Yeah, I can't wait to get them mounted on the bike. The pegs look like they're compatible with other racing pegs, woodcraft and stuff like that. I won't know for certain. I have to try to fit the other ones. So I got a bunch of spare foot pegs. If they bolt up in here, that might be ideal. But complete with linkage, lever, and various a large range of adjustment, I should say. Really excited. Can't wait to get these on. I'm gonna go ahead and get these mounted on the bike, and I'll probably do another update then. Just to give you guys a quick update, man. I was spent the morning just chasing a gremlin with the bike. I was richening up the jets, the main jets, after that test ride last week, and put everything back up together. I put new spark plugs in it, and the bike didn't want to idle. It turns out that the bike does not like the CR9E spark plugs that Cali recommends for this engine, but now that the engine is built with high compression pistons and a bigger cam, it wants a CR9EK, and it sits about 1 millimeter deeper into the combustion chamber, and it's got a dual electrode. I put that in, it idles nice. So finally glad I got that sorted out. I mean, that was a mess, but now that that's rectified, I just got a couple of things I got to do on a bike, and then I'm going to go ahead and get these Danmoto rear sets installed. So stay tuned. Danmoto rear sets installed. They're not bad looking. I have to give it like a 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. Maybe an 8 out of 10. The quality is good. You know, they're pretty sturdy. I noticed that the holes didn't line up on this carbon bracket here, and I couldn't torque the bolt all the way in without stripping it. I'm gonna have to modify that, but the linkage is decent. It's a tight fit. This is the highest and rearmost position. It just barely works. I mean, I have the linkage in GP shift, so I couldn't get it at a true 90-degree angle, but it's close enough. Pegs are good. They're not compatible with like woodcraft or anything like that. They're not. It's a different design. The peg itself is threaded, and the bolt kind of screws into the peg. It doesn't have like a neck. I mean, I'll have to pull them off and just show you a comparison. Matter of fact, I'll do that with one of the woodcraft foot pegs, just so you can see the difference. This side is decent. I had to put spacers here because there was a bolt or a nut back here that made contact with the swing arm, so I had to put spacers, and I couldn't use the bolts that came with it. I had to use longer ones that I just happened to have spares, and I couldn't figure out how to use the spring. This is wrong. I just put that there so it wouldn't vibrate loose, but I didn't see anywhere to anchor the spring on to get the brake light to work, so I'm gonna have to figure something out there. But for the most part, they are fairly decent. So gonna get everything Loctited up, I guess, between now and the weekend, and once that's done, you know, we'll figure out how to we'll figure out the brake light first before I Loctite everything in place. And I'll get on it. I'll shift through all the gears while it's on the stand, and I'm gonna let the bike warm up at some point and just readjust the idle. I think I set the idle too high when I was chasing that gremlin earlier today, and then we're done. Got some Motion Pro throttle cables coming in, custom made, and then when those come in, I'm gonna install those, patch up the air box, fiberglass over the holes that I made when I was getting these cables to fit. And bodywork's going to be off to the painter, so going to get a fresh paint job. I'm going to stick with this blue, but it'll probably just be the tank, because you see it's two-tone, even though supposedly it's the same color. but I'm gonna have it done in urethane, and the whole bike will be look a little bit more like the tank. So that's it with the updates. Really happy with all the work I did today. And the rear sets, they're not half bad. They were like $199. I got them off of eBay. They were shipped UPS ground. I hate ground. It took a week to get here, but nonetheless, they're decent. I think for what I'm going to be using it for, I'm happy with them. Sato doesn't make rear sets for these bikes, but given that it's a track bike and I'll be pushing the envelope while riding it, you know, I didn't really want to go too fancy anyway. So that's it with this update. Really happy with what we did today, and if you have any questions about these Danmoto rear sets, feel free to post in the comment section. Hope you're enjoying the content, and like I said, once I figure out this brake light and I get everything red loctited down, and we get the new Motion Pro cables, I'll probably record a test ride next week, and then that's it, and then we're done until track season starts. So thanks for watching, guys, and like if you enjoyed what you saw today, or even better, subscribe. Till next time.